Okay, here's a guy that I like. Pass rusher Leonard Floyd. That I'm kind of interested in, although that most people have him projected to be a first-round pick. We'll see what he runs. This is kind of one of my guys that I'm hoping that we might get.
Hey, now listen, wait a minute. Before we get in too deep on you, Leonard Floyd's up, and he's one of the biggest conversations in this draft.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the guy I want you to watch the drills really closely for me, okay?
Yeah.
And he was listed at 6'4", 231. A lot of people thought he was going to be 225. He came in at 244.
Gained a little weight. 4'6".
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a good time.
Yes, sir.
Willie,
Draft crush, Darren Lee. Oh my God. Yes, sir. That is the dude I really want. Guy right here, he makes plays. He's kind of like a Chris Borland. Don't think that he's going to be that fast, but I really, really like this guy. I like Matekovic. He's a good player, and he's another linebacker. He's not gonna go first or second round, but he's good.
Award winner for the nation's top defender.
He's good.
The AAC defensive player.
You know,
Finalist for the McNair.
this guy just makes plays, man.
First team all AAC.
he's got Ron Rivera's attention and stopwatch.
Let's check him out. Let's see what this guy does. Come on. That's it. I like Darren Lee, Miles Jack. They're like 1-2 on my wish list. Pretty much what I expected out of him.
Senior ball, he probably run 4.8.
Yeah, pretty much what I expected. You know, but I'm cool with that. Cool with that. What up, TTC 90 Empire? It's your boy Mailman back at it again. Those few clips that I made right there were from three guys that that really I wouldn't mind having for the 49ers. Leonard Floyd, who some projected to be a first-round pick, but if he's hanging around in the second, late second, or even third, which I doubt that he gets to the third, he would be a guy I wouldn't mind having. You know, as far as the linebackers are concerned in this draft, they're stacked on linebackers, and we definitely need to take a look at, getting a linebacker in this draft to go next to Bowman. That's just my personal opinion. The defense is really, really stacked in this draft, and it's really, really good. We do need to address the offensive line in the first couple of rounds, and that's a fact. We definitely need to do that. But at the same time, man, I have a draft crush on Darren Lee. That's my guy that I really feel like we really need to take a look at. I know people feel like he's undersized and all that kind of stuff, man, but the guy just makes plays, man. So 49ers really take a look at Darren Lee, man. Darren Lee and Miles Jack, they're on my bucket list. Like, they're like 1-2 for me to get. And Joey Bosa, which I don't think that Joey Bosa will fault us. He's another guy I really, really like. But, I mean, there's a few guys I feel like, we should look at. And then I have my guys I say we need to stay away from and all of that. So my thing is let's just go down the list of guys that that I think we need to keep an eye on. I named those linebackers already, so they're good. And these, and I'll speak on the early round guys for now. A couple of more guys that, Cody Whitehair from Kansas State, Vidal Alexander from LSU. Those are just a couple of offensive linemen that I really, really like, Another guy, I don't think he'll be first or second. He might not even, he may go in the third, might not even go in third round, is Nick Martin from Notre Dame, a center. So, we might want to keep our eyes on him also that I like. A couple guys from Oklahoma, which I really, really like. are Zach Sanchez, and I know I'm going to probably get a lot of heat for him, but I really like Zach Sanchez. He makes plays. He makes a lot of plays. He gets beat, and I know that's the big knock on him, that he gets beat, but he makes a lot of plays. So keep an eye on Zach Sanchez. I like him, but he's probably going to be like a 5th-round pick or something like that. And Eric Stryker, he's the same way. He's getting knocked down because they feel like he's very, very undersized. Eric Stryker from Oklahoma, another really, really good player that I like. Those are 2 guys from Oklahoma I really like that are probably going to go later on. One corner that's and I got him as my number 1 corner on my list that I really like was Will Jackson out of Houston. Really good cornerback, really good playmaker, and I don't think that he's projected to go 1st or 2nd round, and he might go into the 2nd round. The way he's performed in the combine or whatnot, I would not be surprised. But he's been moving up the draft boards. But Will Jackson I really, really like, so we might want to keep an eye on him. I don't know if we're going to go quarterback with this whole Kaepernick situation or not. Me personally, I don't think that we need to draft a quarterback. I would say stay away from a quarterback. We're probably not going to go defensive line either, seeing that, we re-signed Ian Williams and we just drafted Armstead last year, and the way Quentin Dow has performed and the way he's going. But, a couple of defensive linemen I really like are Andrew Billings out of Baylor, and I like Austin Johnson from Penn State. I really like those 2 guys. They're really good defensive linemen. Now, if it came down to it, and we do have to draft the quarterback, and we got to go that route, which, like I said, I don't want us to draft a quarterback in the 1st round. But if it came down out to 3, out of Paxton Lynch, Goff, and Wentz, I would probably have to say I would rather prefer for us to draft Carson Wentz. And I know probably some people might be like, well, he played at a small program, but I like Carson Wentz the best. 2 players I think we need to stay away from, and I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for saying this because these are 2 players that a lot of 49er fans, are really kind of big on, but I just don't feel like they're going to be really, really good players for us. One is DeForest Buckner. I don't want to go that route. We don't need to draft DeForest Buckner. I wasn't big on us drafting Armstead last year, and I'm not big on that DeForest Buckner. They're the same kind of player. I don't think that we need to go get Buckner. I'm not with that. Am I saying he's a scrub? No, I just don't think that he's going to translate into a very good player in the NFL. And I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Years ago, I'm the same guy who said Donovan McNabb was not going to be a good player in the NFL, and boy, was I wrong. So just because I say it doesn't mean it's true. I've been wrong on a whole bunch of people before, but I've been right on a whole lot of players before too. So DeForest Buckner is somebody I would like for us to stay away from. Another person I want us to stay away from, and I know this is the one that's probably gonna get the most heat. I'm probably gonna get the most heat for, but I don't want us to draft Jared Goff. I want us to stay away from him. And he's got some red flags for me. He's got a frail body. He's got really small hands. And, he's got a quick release and he gets rid of the ball well and stuff like that. But we don't have the weapons around him for him to be successful. He's going to come in, and if we draft him, I can guarantee you he's going to come in and fail. I want to stay away from golf. So that's about it. That's all I got. I'm going to make a part 2 to this because I left a lot of people out. So I'm going to make a part 2 to really kind of give my detail and the whole Kaepernick situation and stuff like that and where we might fall. So that's pretty much all I got. TTC 9 Empire, it's your boy Mailman, and I am out.